Hey guys, this is Pop Culture Minefield. That's Keith.
That's Gerry.
And we're here to talk about nerd stuff. And today's nerd stuff is going to be, Under the Dome is one thing.
Yes. Another attempt at doing that.
And what's the other thing?
We're going to talk about the new version of Legion of Superheroes that's coming from Brian Michael Bendis and Ryan Sook.
This should be an interesting episode, I hope. So, stick around, watch the credits, roll credits!
From the deepest, darkest recesses of Dangerous Nerds headquarters, Keith Moncrief and Gary Kissel.
Hey, we're back, and thanks for sticking through the credits and not leaving the show. All 8 of you, or 2 of you. I don't know. Whoever's watching, we love you. So, we're going to talk about first Under the Dome. And Under the Dome, we saw CBS took a shot at doing Stephen King's story. And Stephen King's story is not a bad sci-fi story. It's actually not bad. It's really not something because Tommyknockers was one of his first real big steps into doing science fiction.
Yeah.
And I liked Tommyknockers. And I liked the miniseries.
Yeah.
But Under the Dome started off and then died. It got, 3 seasons? Right?
I thought it was 2.
Maybe it's just 2. All I know is that second season was just awful. It's like season 2 started, and I'm like, what are you doing? This is not what you set up for the first season. And they went off on some weird tangent, stepped way away from the story. And it was like, that's it. I lost interest. I never finished that season. People are like, you think I back and finish? I'm like, no. I've got other things I want to watch. That is not one of them. So Stephen King, what is he doing? He went to Netflix.
Yeah.
So he's going to Netflix, and he's trying to start either a movie or a series with Netflix based off of the Dome to reboot it.
Well, and again, Netflix is looking for a lot of content. They are losing a lot of stuff. With Disney with Disney removing their material from Netflix, they aren't the only ones. Warner's going to be removing their material because they have their own
streaming service. That's
coming.
right.
So that's a lot of shows and a lot of movies. So Netflix is going out there like a madman trying to figure out...
They bought their studio,
yeah,
and now they're going to try... And once again, reminding you, Forbes gave them 175 days, and that was almost 60 days ago at this point.
Yeah.
So they're down to 110 days before they completely implode, according to Forbes. And I've said all the time, I kept saying, you can't spend that kind of money because what they're getting back, they're not generating any actual revenue from this.
Yeah.
It's almost like YouTube dollars. It's like, well, I've got a lot of views. Well, you don't do any advertising. So where does Netflix get its money from? Where do they get their money from? So this is why they're billions of dollars in debt.
Yeah.
And Amazon is so smart. Disney is so smart in how they've done it. And Warner is going to be smart.
They better be, for their own sakes.
Yeah, for survival's sake.
I still have to give it up to NBC that decided to troll everybody and go, well, we're going to be ad revenue
It's free.
It's free to you. So all the stuff we have, guess what?
I love it because that's I can watch $6 Million Man.
Yeah.
In HD. It's HD, $6 Million Man. I sit at night because, I like to binge when I go to sleep. And I put on a show to help influence my dreams. And $6 Million Man is one of those shows that I put on. Thank you, NBC. I know you guys are hucksters in so many ways, but thank you for doing that one right. But Under the Dome, it's a good sci-fi story. It's, like I said, it's one of the few steps into the science fiction realm that Stephen King took. that really wasn't horror. It was really just a straightforward sci-fi story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm interested to see what he does here. If he can get Netflix to jump on board and make a miniseries, because like he said, Netflix got to do something. They're in trouble. They're in trouble.
Yeah.
CBS is done, in my opinion. They're done. That you can stick a fork in CBS. They're done. Gerry Beekler, John talks Star Wars. Mecca, what's her name? I love her YouTube channel. I think even Star Wars Girl has taken stabs at him. It's basically doing a really good job of not doing things right at CBS. CBS is populated by idiots, and this is what you get. And we even get the rumor now. We will not repeat who it is doing the rumor because we don't trust them, because they're the only ones saying that. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about the other rumor. This one's Gerry Beekler. I will bring this up. Gerry Beekler has said that what's his name is fired. That I hate the name of, Alex Kurtzman,
Gooksman, yes.
that he's been fired, and
Rumor for right now. Okay.
And all I got to say about that is CBS should be firing their own people for hiring Alex Kurtzman, for wanting Kurtzman, because Kurtzman, all he did was what they asked him to do. Am I not right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's move on, because we want to keep this episode at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about
Legion of Superheroes.
Yes. Now, I have never read Legion of Superheroes. I'm aware of it, but it was not one of the comics I read. I just assumed it was like an offshoot of League. And so I'm like, I read League. I don't need this. But I find out, talking to him, finally, after all these years, what Legion really is. And so let's show, and he'll even show you what's on his phone as far as some of the stuff that's going on.
Brian Michael Bendis is putting together a project from DC that will allow him to bring the Legion of Superheroes in and put his own spin on everything. And as usually the case when you have someone like that come in, what we're talking about is a redesign of costumes. Costumes that give you a different look at these characters, like Shadowlass. That's what she looks like.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then Saturn Girl.
That's cool.
And then Lightning Lad.
That's very comic book in their style, so
Yeah.
it's nice that they're not trying to overly modernize it. What character is that?
This is Cosmic Boy.
Oh, okay.
And then Chameleon Boy. And Brainiac 5.
And he's one of the few characters I actually know who he is. So those are who designed those? Does it show?
Ryan Sook.
Ryan Sook did the new designs. That's cool stuff. So when are we going to see this? And is this going to be a limited series, or what are they going to do?
See, this dated September. But
Is it going to be an ongoing or limited?
that I think will be. Hold on. I can't find that here. Oh, it will kick off September 18th with Legion of Superheroes Millennium #1. But I think that's it for now.
So we don't know how long it's going to be.
No.
Well, hopefully that means it's actually going to be an ongoing series.
Yeah.
So there we go. I think we managed to keep this a short episode.
Yeah.
So let's just stare at the camera for a while. All right, guys. That's Keith.
That's Gerry.
This is Pop Culture Minefield, and we're out of here. Get off my lawn. Thanks for coming. Subscribe if you like us. If you don't want to, it's cool. Tell us. Write. Post on.
Please remember to like, subscribe and comment, as we love to hear back from our viewers. Also, if you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron of our show through Patreon and or GoFundMe. Links are listed below the video in the description.
Y'all come back.